excited to learn about class methods and constructors? Okay, so we are gonna do that. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Saiasmi Gupta and I'm 10 years old. I am the co-founder at 10xforthekids.com. So today we are gonna do classes, methods and constructors in C++ language. So without any delay, let's get started. Dab! Okay, I'm minimizing the screen. That's perfect. And I'll keep you guys here. Okay, so C++ class methods. Okay, so class methods are functions that belong to the class. Okay, so basically methods are basically functions which belong to the class, which you make in the class and they belong to the class. Okay, so there are two ways how you can define a function. One is how you can define it inside the class, and one is outside the class. Okay, so in this example, in the following example, we define a function inside the class and we name it my method. Okay, note, you access methods just like you access attributes by creating an object of the class and using the dot syntax. Okay, so let's see the example. Just give me a second. Okay, so here you can see. Okay, sorry. So I was saying, here you can see we are making a class, made a class, my class. Okay, and we have done it public. Okay, now we are doing void my method cout hello world. So this is a method with or function of the class, right? And now we have no, why does this happen? Oh, cout. Right, so you do cout hello world. Okay, so void my method cout hello world. Okay, so this method, when it will be run, it will print hello world. Okay, so let's see. We are making an object of our class which name is my object. Okay, now we are doing now. So you must remember, how do you you remember. Okay, I'll show you. I think you don't remember. Right, you would use to like print the attributes value like this, right? First give the object name, then give dot and my num. So the same you will do with the method. That is how you will do it. You have made a object, um, my class object, my object, and then you will just give the name of the object, my object. Then you'll give the dot syntax, you'll give a dot, and then you will give the name of the method which you want to be run. Okay, and now as when you will press the run button, it's gonna go in this class, it's gonna go in my method, and it does what it's told to do. That is, it will print hello world, and as you can see, it's doing that. Okay, now let's see how we can define a function outside the class. See, you are doing class my class. Okay, then you're doing public, then you do void my method. Okay, so from here you're just declaring the function. Okay, you know the meaning of declaration. Basically what you're doing is you're just like making the function right now, and you're not like giving what it needs to do right now. Okay, so now down there outside the class, you're doing void my class, my method. That means that in our my class, our my method, then you give the definition what you want your method to do, that print hello world. Okay, and now you do now you're just making the classes object, and you know the dot syntax, you're gonna give the object name, and with after the dot you're gonna give the method's name. So here it's then gonna print hello world as it's told to do. Okay, now parameters, so you can also add parameters. Let's see, why am I so thirsty? Okay, so we are making a class car and we are giving public. Then we are making our function speed, which is an int type, and inside that we are giving a parameter max speed, which is also an int type. Okay, now we are first here inside the class, we are just declaring the function. Okay, now outside the class, we are doing int car speed, int max speed, and return max speed. Okay, so you know what does this mean? It is that inside the car class, the speed function, the max speed, this parameter, we are returning it. Okay, then you're doing int main car my object, cout my object dot speed 200. So from this line, what it does is the my object what you have made, that you're giving dot speed and 200 from here. From 200 you're giving the max this max speed parameters value, okay, as 200. Okay, now what you're doing is that here our speed function or method is being called. Okay, so we are returning the max speed value, so it's returning the 200 value, and that value it is printing, so we are getting on the screen 200. Okay guys, now let's get on to the next chapter, C++ constructors. Tiny little chapter, let's do it. Okay, so constructor in C++ is a special method that is automatically called when an object of a class is created. To create a constructor, use the same name as the class followed by parentheses. Let's see. So basically constructors are basically very special methods which are like automatically called when an object, it's like automatically it's just called when you just create object, it's just called that diagram. And the constructor is the same name, is always given as the same name as your class. Okay, so let's see this example. So you're doing class my class and public. Okay, so you're doing my class, so as you can see we are creating a constructor and its name is the same name of our class. So you have to make the construct, when you need a constructor you will make it with the same name as your class. Okay, and you're doing cout hello world. Okay, then you're doing int main my class my object. Okay, so what it does is create an object of my class, this will call the constructor. Now when you have created the object, at this point of time our constructor is called. Okay, and now when we run it, inside that constructor we had given to print hello world, so as you can see it's getting hello world. Okay guys, note, the constructor has the same name as the class, it is always public, and it does not have any return value. Okay, so you always give it in public, you can't give it in private at all. Okay, and it never returns any value. Okay, Now constructor parameter. Let's see. Oh my god. You're creating a car class, you're giving public, then you're giving three attributes, brand, model, and year. Now you're creating a constructor car. You're creating a constructor car and doing string x, string y, and z. Okay, okay. Now you're doing brand is equal to x, model is equal to y, and year is equal to z. Okay. So now what you're doing car object 1 BMW X5 and 1999. So when this is called, our constructor is called. Okay. So I mean not when the object is made, our constructor is called. Okay. So x value becomes BMW and we have given brand is equals to x. So basically our this, what is it called? Yeah, brand gets the value BMW. Okay. Now y gets x5. Okay, and model is equal to y. So our model gets the value as x5. Then same video. Okay. Now you're creating another object, so the constructor is again called. Okay, so x's value is x's value is Ford. Okay, and brand is equals to x. So basically, brand gets the value Ford. Okay, then Mustang, and then 1969. Okay, so then you printed that car object one brand. Okay, so it was BMW as you can see, so it will print that. Okay, then it will give a space as you can see, then it would print x5, then it would give a space and then the year. Okay, same with our object 2. Okay guys, now let's see what is this. Let's see another example. This is a different example. Let's see. This is seriously almost the same example. Like, no, this is not even, like, this is the same example. It's just that you're creating the constructor outside of the class. Okay, let's see this example. Okay, so we see we are creating a our class. You're doing public, string brand, string model, and in here. Okay, so you're creating three attributes, then you're creating a constructor, but you're just declaring it, and you're doing string x, string y, and z. Okay, now you're doing car. Okay, so basically in our car class, our car constructor string x, string y, and z. Okay, then you have done brand is equal to x, model is equal to y, and year is equal to z. Okay, now you do int main count object 1 BMW X5 and 1999. So our constructor is called. Okay, so X gets the value BMW and brand gets the same value as X as we have given equal to. So our brand gets BMW, then same with model and year. Okay, now we have created another object too, so our constructor is again called. So x gets Ford, and as x is a brand is equals to x, so our brand gets a Ford. Same with model gets Mustang, and year gets 1969. Okay, and then you just print it like car object one dot brand, so it prints our object that BMW, then a space, then x5, then a space, then 1999. And same with the object 2, that Ford space Mustang space and 1969. So we have done this. Let's see if there are some exercises we can do right now. Let's see. We have done the first three. Let's go to the fourth. Create an object of my class called myObject and use it to set the value of my num to 15. Okay, so this is very easy. So first we need to make the object. So first we will give our this class's name, the class's name. Okay, now you will give the object name as you want to make it obvious. Okay, now you need to set attributes value. So what you're gonna do is what is it called, my object. Okay, my object, wait, why did I give 0? My object my object dot my num. Okay, then obviously we have to give equals to what we are setting the value, and we then give 15. Okay, submit done. Whoa, correct. Very smooth. Okay, come on, next exercise. Next exercise. Okay, so create a function named myMethod with no returned value. Then use myObject to call my method inside main. Okay, so it says first create a function in myMethod which doesn't return a value. So that data type, if you remember, it is void, and then you give our function name myMethod. Okay, and now you create an object to call my method. Okay, so if you remember, then I told you at the starting that our my method, any method or any function is called as you call an attribute. So first you will give the object name, my object name, and then you will give the method name, right? Thus the way as you do your attribute. Okay, call your attribute. Next exercise, create a constructor of my class and call it. Okay, so we have to create a constructor of my class. So the constructor is the same name as the class name, so we'll give the name as my class. Sorry, my class, and now you will just call it. Okay, oops, sorry, my bad. And now you will call it, so you'll give my class, right? So from this the object will be created. In this example, the object will be created, so our constructor will be running, and it will print hello world on this one. Okay, correct. Next exercise, please. Exercise 7, please. Come on, go quick. Use access specifier to set x value public and y value private. Okay, so I know. Okay, so yeah, we have not done this yet, so yeah, we'll leave it. So this was today's video, guys, and I really hope you liked it. So thank you so much and have a great day ahead. Bye guys, see you soon. Dab! 3, 2, 3.